record my chat. Let me share my screen. Any questions? Any doubts, guys? Any doubts? Any questions? So, are we good in system databases, guys? Everyone have an idea what is a system database, what it will do? Clear, guys? Any issues? Any doubts? Okay, so
Okay,
that's
sir.
okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let me continue, guys. So today we'll discuss about the patching. Okay, so what is meant by patching, what is meant by an update, how to download an update, okay, how to install an update, what precautions we have to take while installing the updates. Okay, so all these things we'll discuss today. If possible, I'll show you. Okay, uh, I'll show you the patching process, guys. If possible, if theory is completed, then we'll go for the patching process demo, or else tomorrow we'll discuss the demo. Okay, today we'll complete the patching process and all. Right. So patching means what, guys? Patching. Okay. Patching. The word terminology is called patching. So regularly in the organization, we are going to do the patching, guys. We have to patch the servers. Okay. Patching means what? Applying the updates. Okay. Applying the updates. Applying the updates is called patching. So is it important, guys? Do I need to apply the updates? What happened if I don't apply the updates? Is it important? Is it mandatory that I have to apply the patches, or I can skip the patches? So what is your opinion?
It's
Tell me.
mandatory.
It's
Mandatory, sir.
mandatory. Why it's mandatory?
Mandatory, sir. For security reasons.
Okay, for security reasons it was mandatory. Okay, that's fine. So sometimes customers will ask us, okay, is it possible to skip the patching? I cannot give you the downtime and all. Is that okay? Can we skip the patching and all? Can we skip patching,
Yes.
guys? If customer is not looking for patching, is that okay? Okay,
Not
Yes.
well.
so the answer is no. Okay, so even though customer is saying I don't want patching, then you can simply answer to them. Okay, so patching mainly, okay, deals with the security. So if we skip the patching, we'll get the security vulnerabilities, security threats, and all will get. We can expect. So kindly allow us to patch the servers. We have to request them. Okay, there is no other way, and we cannot skip the patches. Guys, you are also doing patches regularly. Agree? You're also doing patches regularly, right?
No, sir.
In your
Yes, sir.
smartphone, you're updating an app means what? That is a patching. Applying
Yes.
the updates, what we discussed, what is meant by patching, applying the updates or updating an application. You can call it as an updating an application. It's called patching. So regularly you are doing the patching. Some people they will allow automatic updates. So automatically apps will be patched in the back end. Some people they are going to update manually. So for example, if you open Flipkart, suddenly it will show you please update your app. You will click on update button. So automatically the Flipkart will be updated or your GPay or PhonePe will be updated. So you're also doing the patching regularly. Okay, but we don't do all this process. We'll simply click on the particular patch button. Okay, whatever update is there, we'll simply click on the update button so that automatically it is going to update the application and also updates will help you for the security. Don't think, guys. Of course, in the apps that you are using, if you are updating the apps, you might get new features. But in the SQL Server, if you update the SQL Server, you don't get new feature. Okay, only for the security and to fix the bugs. These two are very important. Okay, for security purpose. Okay, and to fix the bugs in case of any bugs, if the software is not working as expected, if the feature is not working as expected, if the feature is behaving differently, so in that case that is a bug. Okay, that can be fixed using this patching. Okay, so in these two scenarios, these are the two important scenarios. First thing is security purpose, and to fix the bugs, we have to apply the patches. There is no other way. We cannot skip the patches. If you skip the patches, means you are keeping your SQL server in a risky zone. Okay, and some of the things might not work properly. As I said, it is going to fix the bugs also. So it's very important, guys. Patching is very important. So okay, so we have to request the customer. Why? Because patching needs a downtime, guys. Patching, it takes almost all before and after patching. First thing before patching, okay, and after patching. you have to restart the Windows server. Restarting Windows server means what, guys? It's a downtime activity. Agree? Okay. And during a patching process, SQL Server will reboot automatically multiple times SQL Server will reboot automatically. So means during the patching process, your SQL Server will be down. It might take 30 minutes to complete the patching. It might take 15 minutes to complete the patching. It might take 45 minutes. It might take 1 hour to complete the patching. Until patching is completed, your SQL Server will keep rebooting. So definitely, okay, it's a downtime activity. Server is rebooting means what? Okay, downtime activity, right? Server, SQL Server or Windows Server. If any of the application or server is rebooting means that is a downtime. So definitely you have to take the approvals from the customer. It's not like, hey, is this your server? Okay, I'll patch your server. Okay, you cannot say like that. Okay, you have to send an email to the customer. Okay, each server will be okay monitored by separate people, guys. Those people we can call it as a POC, point of contact, or server manager. Okay, server manager or you can call them like this. Okay, server manager, people will manage the servers. They, each manager will have their own set of servers. Okay, say for example, if one application is there, okay, so in my company I have a lot of applications. I am supporting phone pay. Imagine I am supporting phone pay. So phone pay, whatever phone pay servers are there, all these phone pay servers will be under one control, one person control. Okay, so whatever you want, he is called point of contact. He might be a manager, he might be a VP, vice president, he might be a director. Okay, senior manager, anything. Okay, just 1 minute, guys. Just 1 minute. Right. Okay. So మనకి yeah, sorry. So mandatory patching is mandatory, guys. So how do we get to know that certain server need to be patched? Is there any product? Sudhindra, I'll tell you. Okay, so we'll discuss those things. So each server will have a server manager or point of contact. Okay, so those persons, as discussed, for example, if I am supporting 10 applications, each application lead will be there, or application manager will be there. Okay, that application manager is the point of contact for all the servers that are involved in that application, either web servers, application servers. I told you right earlier, we discussed each application will have, okay, three-tier architecture: web server, application server, and your database server. So all the servers, he is the responsible one. Application manager or application owner, will call them as application owners. Okay, so application owners, imagine I am managing 10 applications, means for example, I am the owner of 10 applications. In case if I am managing phone pay application, no one can't restart my servers without my approvals. I am the manager, I am the application owner. Without letting me know, they cannot restart my machines, or they cannot patch my machines. This is mandatory. Okay, so definitely they have to take approval from me, and or else that application owner. And once the application owner approved, then only they are able to, okay, perform any kind of downtime activities. Okay, guys. So you have to send an email to application owner. Hey, imagine application owner name is something like Surya, okay, or Steven. Hey, Steven. Okay, so I see that you are using SQL Server 2012 or 2014 in this machine. You have to mention the machine name and IP address. So I see the SQL Server is not running with the latest service pack. So we have to apply the patches on the service pack. So during patches, okay, we have to restart the Windows server, and the server will be down for the 30 minutes or 1 hour window. Take 2 hours window, safe side. If something happened, if say patching is failed and all, you should have 1 hour downtime, 1 hour buffer time, right, to fix the issues. So patching will take 2 hours downtime. So let me know what is the best available time to apply the patches. Like that, you have to send an email to the Steve or Steven. Okay, so then Steve will check his availability. Mostly they will ask you, hey, people are connected to this machine, so okay, please don't do this during business hours. Okay, 99% is we don't do patching of prod servers. We don't do patching, okay, of prod servers in the business hours. Business hours means what? 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, depends. If it is US company, different US hours, business hours. UK company, different business hours. Southeast companies like Singapore, Malaysia, different business hours. Arab countries, different business hours. EU countries, different business hours. And okay, so like depends upon their client location. Depends upon the client location, the timings are going to be different. So they don't allow you to patch this servers during the business hours. Why? Because during business hours, lot of people will connected to the servers, right? So their work will be disturbed. So that's why 2 hours downtime means 2 hours work will be stopped. So they don't allow to patch it during business hours, weekdays business hours. So they might ask you, especially prod servers. Non-prod servers, of course, depends upon the situation. Some people will ask you to patch it during the business days. Some people, if it is a critical application and all, for non-prod also they don't allow for business hours during weekdays. So 99.99 percentage will patch the servers during weekends. Okay, will patch the servers. Why? Because during weekends, less people will be connected or no people will be connected to the application. Okay, so during weekends, night time, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock means mostly less traffic will be there, right? So 99% okay, will patch the servers, okay, during the weekends. This is very important. So the application owners also will give you downtime like that only, so they will check it. Okay, so okay, Ravindra is asking, or Ravi is asking for patching, right? So they will go to calendar. Okay, they will check. Okay, 9th is Saturday, right? So they will ask us. Okay, so you can patch 9th April, okay, 10 p.m. EST. Like that they are going to send an email, reply email, you will get reply email. Okay, so 10 p.m. EST means you have to convert into IST. Okay, you have to convert into IST again. So using your Google, you can convert it to IST. Just simply type 10 p.m. EST to IST in the Google. You can simply type it. Okay, so 10 p.m. EST to IST, or any time zone. Okay, 7:30 a.m. Tuesday, something like that. Today 10 p.m. is tomorrow 7:30 a.m., or yesterday 10 p.m. for them is today morning 7:30 a.m. So make sure you're following the time zones. It's very important, guys. If you don't follow the time zones, if you don't mention the time zone 10 p.m. like that he said, okay, 9th April 10 p.m., so which time it is it EST or UST or BST or GST or IST? Which time zone it is? Lot of time zones we have. Okay, Eastern Standard Time, British Standard Time, okay, Universal Standard Time, and we have highest Indian Standard Time. Okay, so different time zones we have. So if the client doesn't mention about the time or time zone, ask them which zone it is, like EST or IST, MST or BST. Okay, you have to ask them. Some people will reply with the time zone, some people won't reply. So you have to make sure that is your responsibility to check the time zone and all. Then what you are going to do? So customer is okay, okay, no problem. You can patch the server. You can patch my server on 9th April 10 p.m. EST, which is Saturday. Okay, so then what you have to reply? You will get a reply like this. For your earlier email, you will get a reply like this. Then you have to reply like, okay, we'll raise a change request. So based on that, then we'll patch the servers. So guys, what is this change request? Okay, so change request is one process, guys, one process. Okay, so it's not like in the organization, it's not your wish. Whenever you want, I want to restart the server, I want to, okay, start the server, stop the server. It's not your wish. I want to patch the servers, I want to shut down the servers. No, it's not in your control. For everything you have to take the approvals, then only you have to proceed, guys. Okay, so for everything process will be there. That process is called a change process. Okay, change process. So as per the change process, change means something you are doing, some change you are doing on the server. Change is nothing but you are doing some change. Either you are patching, or you are creating a new database, or deleting the existing database, or creating a new table, or deleting the existing table, or changing the existing table, or creating a new login, whatever it is which is changing the server state. Earlier I don't have database, now I have database. Newly created database is there. That means server is changed. Anything which helps you to change the server has to be done with the help of change request only. Okay, so you have to raise a change request in the ticketing tool. Okay, raise a change request in the ticketing tool. So ticketing tool means okay, this is one kind of application. This is also application only. Tool means application only. This is one kind of application where we can track all the requests. Okay, someone is asking us to create a database, they will raise a ticket. Someone is asking us to patch the server, they will raise a ticket, or we will raise a ticket. Someone is asking us to execute some scripts, they will raise a ticket. So it's like a order ID. Say for example, you just bought one product in the Amazon. Okay, so they will give you order ID. Using Amazon app, you can track it, where it was, whether it is in which city. I just bought some handcraft, so they just started delivering. So it is coming from Jaipur. So from Jaipur to Bangalore, it won't come directly. Okay, there might be, it will go to Hyderabad Amazon hub. It will reach us from Hyderabad, Bangalore Amazon hub. It will reach us from Bangalore. My home nearest hub, it will reach us. So then it is going for the out for delivery. So this kind of chain will be there, right? So I can track it. Where is the product? Where is my product? I can track easily, right? In the same way, if anyone raised a request, someone raised a request, hey, I want to create a database. Who took this request? What is the status of this request? Who is working on this request? Whether this is completed or not, everything can be tracked using the tickets. To raise the ticket, we should have one application that is called ticketing tool. We have different types of ticketing tools in the market. One is ServiceNow. Okay, we'll also call it as a Snow. Okay, Snow, SNOW, means service. Okay, service now. Okay, Snow. Or we have another ticketing tool called Jira. Okay, this is another ticketing tool. Or we have BMC Remedy. Or we have Lotus Notes. Okay, so depends upon the organization, we'll have different types of ticketing tools will be there. Mostly ServiceNow, 60% ServiceNow will be used, guys. 30% Jira will be used. Remaining, okay, 10% is other ticketing tools will be used, guys. Mostly ServiceNow will be used. But it's very simple. You can easily understand the application and all. It's not so difficult. So now what is your next action, guys? You have to raise a request. You have to raise a change request. Okay, this is a change process. You have to raise a change request in the ticketing tool. This change request will go to approval for the Steve. Steve has to approve this change request. Why? Because he is the application owner. Okay, once Steve approved, then DB team also approve this ticket. This change request, DB team has to approve. Or sometimes first DB team will approve, then your Steve will approve, your client will approve. Once both are approved, it will go to the change meeting, cab meeting. Okay, cab, change authority board. Okay, it will go to cab meeting. Okay, so it will go to the cab meeting. In the cab, every week, every company, every week, they will set up one meeting, either Wednesday night, or I mean, like for us it is a night, for them it's a day. Okay, US clients and all, either Wednesday morning or Thursday morning. In a week, one day they will create, they will conduct this cab meeting. So you are patching the server, another guy might be creating one database, another guy can be executing a query. So all people will raise a change request, right? Some changes from Oracle team, some changes from SQL DBA team, some changes from MySQL team, some changes from application team. Like that, whatever changes are there during that week, all these changes will be discussed in that meeting. In that meeting, all big people will be there, like vice presidents, okay, senior managers, technical managers. Sometimes if it is a small organization, CTOs, chief technical officer also will be there. And every turn will comes, you will raise a change request, your colleague will raise a change request. Okay, another team member will raise a change request. So they will raise a change request. Now it's your turn. They will verify each and every change. Hey, okay, imagine our DBA name is Ravi. Hey Ravi, seems you raised a change request. What is this change? They will ask you. If you raised a change request, you have to represent that change request in the change meeting, or anyone from your DB team has to represent that change meeting. Okay, they have to explain about your change, or you have to explain about your change. Okay, this change will help us to patch the server. I took the downtime approval from from Steve. Steve is approved. I also attached the approval email in the ticket. So we need to restart the server before and after patching. I have mentioned everything in the change request. Okay, what are the implementation plans, steps and all. So once you just explained all those things, okay, they will approve your change. Once they approve your change, then only you can patch the server. This is the whole process you have to follow before patching the server. This is the process, guys. Without process, you cannot follow, you cannot patch the server. You have to take a downtime approval. Then you have to raise a request. Once you took the downtime approval, in the request you have to mention from what date to what date, from what time to what time you are patching this server, or you need a downtime, okay, on this server. So you have to mention in the ticket. Okay, once you mentioned everything, then cab team will approve this ticket. Once cab team is approved, then Saturday night 10 p.m., right? So for us, Sunday morning 7:30 a.m. So Sunday morning 7:30 a.m. If you are in the shift, you can patch the server, or you can send an email to your team. Hey, I took the approval for the patching. They gave me Sunday morning 7:30 a.m. You cannot again connect if you are not in the shift. Either you or your team member is going to patch the server. If you are available during that window, you can patch the server. If you are not available, you can take help of your colleagues and you can send an email to the whole DBA team. Patching is scheduled for the, Sunday morning 7 a.m. So who is there in the shift, they have to patch this server. You have to mention the server name, IP address, what type of patch you are applying, everything detailed in detail you have to mention, guys. Okay, so like this the process will goes. Any doubts in the process, guys? Any doubts? Are we clear? Are we clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Okay, done. So this is the process, guys. Okay, so next is what? Okay, next we have to download the, when patching the server, we use the another server. Yeah, we can use another server. That is different server. This is different server, right? If we have two phones, okay. That means if both servers are yeah, good question. In case you're referring, I guess, SQL server. In case I have two instances, you have to ask like two instances. In case I have two instances in the same machine, can I use another instance, right? That is your question, Santosh, I guess,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
So in that
Yes, sir.
case, yes, you can use it. During restart, you cannot use it. Why? Because during restart, whatever instances are there in that machine, all the instances will reboot, right? And this is
Yes,
very
sir.
important. Thanks for okay highlighting this point. Okay, so of course I'll tell you some precautions are there, prerequisites are there. You have to go for first prerequisites, then only okay you can go for the patching, guys. Okay, so what are the prerequisites we have to follow, right? So what prerequisite we have to follow? Let me open this document. And before patching, we have to follow some prerequisites, guys. It's very important. If you don't follow the prerequisites, okay, so if something failed again, it will create a lot of issues. So before patching itself, we have to check everything is looking good or not. Okay, so then you can proceed for patching, right? So what precautions we have to take? Some these are my whole experience, whatever 10 years experience is there. So collected some 10 important points. You have to follow these 10 points for patching your server, guys. These are very important points. Okay, so these are the very important points you have to follow. And let me tell you these updates. We have different types of patches, guys. Okay, please reconnect using the same link. Please reconnect, guys. Guys, those who join today, meeting will be disconnected for every 40 minutes. You have to use the same link to join again. Okay, please join again with the same link.